Okay, hello everybody. Hello. How's it going? Hello to Don. Nice to see you, Don. Hello everybody. Good evening from right here in Far Rockaway. We are in Far Rockaway, Queens. We are located right along Beach 98th Street and Shorefront Parkway in the Far Rockaway. This is the Far Rockaway area of Queens, the Rockaway Beach Peninsula here. Rockaway Peninsula right along here in Queens. Nice to see you all. We are here because apparently a whale has washed up right along the beach here facing the Atlantic Ocean. It has been there since this morning. It washed up sometime this morning. We are going to check that out and see what the scene looks like currently right now. We do have a whale that washed up this morning right along the beach here in Rockaway, Queens. So thank you all once again. My name is Red Storm Pro. We have an ambulance coming down the road here. Okay, let me put up the weather information here so you guys can see that. Okay, there it is. Okay, so today, let's wait for the ambulance to pass by. Today is Thursday, March 26, 2026. The time now is 5:52 p.m. 5:52 p.m. So we are located once again here along the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, right along Rockaway Beach. We are going to check out the whale that has washed up here. It is a sei whale. A sei whale, from what is being described, around 40 feet in length. So we're going to head towards the boardwalk right now. We have to walk about, I believe, maybe a block or two. It is nearby from here. So that is what we're going to do right now. We're going to head towards the site of where the whale washed up here in Rockaway Beach. So this is Rockaway Beach here. This is the boardwalk here of Rockaway Beach. Let's see. Hopefully we can find the whale. It should be around here somewhere. Right along, this is Beach 98th Street. The whale is located around Beach 95th Street, so we'll probably have to walk about a few blocks down the boardwalk here. Okay, so that is where we're heading right now. We're going to check out the whale that has washed up. The whale was dead on site. It washed up sometime in the morning, although it could have occurred overnight as well. But the whale was spotted this morning. Okay, so this is Rockaway Beach here on this Thursday evening here. This is what Rockaway Beach looks like here in early spring. We got some folks out and about right along the boardwalk here. So we're gonna walk down towards where the whale is located, the whale carcass is located. We're gonna check that out. It's a interesting sight. Okay, so that is the view. That is the view looking south towards the Atlantic Ocean. And hello to Todd and Mary, and hello to Lena. Welcome, Todd and Mary and Lena. The whale is dead. Yes, it is dead. It is a sei whale, between 30 and 40 feet in length. And the whale carcass is here. As far as I know, it is here. They're going to perform a necropsy on it sometime tomorrow. Okay, so we should be able to see the whale carcass just about here, around this spot here. The cause of death, that is not known as of right now. A necropsy will be performed on the carcass tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna go about here. We're gonna go around here. This is Beach 95th right over here. And the whale carcass should be about here. Yeah, I believe right behind here. We do have a crowd gathered right over there. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah, I can see it from here. Let me zoom in on it so you guys can see it. That is the carcass right there. That is the whale carcass right there. And we do have a crowd that has gathered around it as well. Okay, so we can see that is a sei whale, by the way. It is a sei whale. We have a jet right up there. Okay, so that is the whale right there that washed up this morning. It is a 40-foot sei whale. Sei whale is a type of baleen whale. Baleen whales, they are filter feeders. And hello to Peter. Nice to see you, Peter. I gotta make sure that we have a stable signal here along the shore here. Okay, so we do have a good signal. Wow, look at that sight right there. We have a dead whale right here on the beach in Rockaway Beach. That is a sei whale. Okay, let's zoom back out here as we get closer to the whale carcass here. Okay, so this is Rockaway Beach here, right along. This is Beach 95th and Rockaway Beach, right along the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, where this whale, this sei whale, washed up. We got a lot of curious folks here, where this whale washed up sometime this morning. And hello to, who else do we have here? Okay, we have Peter. Okay, I didn't miss anybody. Okay, thought I missed someone in the chat. Okay, so there it is. 40-foot long sei whale that washed up here this morning. We have some caution tape here, of course, surrounding the whale here. There it is right there. Let me zoom in on it. Look at that sight there. By the way, in sei whales, they are an endangered species of whales. They are the third biggest whale species. Look at that sight. Wow. So this whale was spotted this morning. It might have washed up sometime overnight, but it was spotted this morning. And we can see the curious onlookers looking at the site here, right along Rockaway Beach here, of this rather sad sight. Peter says, I suppose there were no offshore windmills that have been known to disorient whales. Maybe a virus got it. We do not know what the cause of the whale's death is at the moment, but they'll be performing on necropsy on it tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow, they'll be performing a necropsy on the whale. This is a sei whale. A sei whale between 30 and 40 feet in length. And here's what I do have an illustration of what a whale, a sei whale looks like here. Let me pull that up to the view here, the camera. Okay, so that is a sei whale. That is what a typical sei whale looks like. Okay, let me center it right here so you guys can see it. So that is what a sei whale looks like. A normal sei whale looks like. And here we have the carcass right there, washed up on the beach here in Rockaway Beach. And hello to Tina in the chat. Nice to see you, Tina. Yes, this is a sad sight. It is a 40-foot sei whale that washed up here either overnight, sometime overnight, or this morning. The whale itself, the carcass, was spotted this morning. So it might have been here for maybe a few hours prior to being discovered. So that is the scene that we have here, right along Beach 95th Street in Rockaway Beach. Okay, so this is what Pix 11, this is how their, this is their headline here. The 40-foot sei whale was first spotted floating about 15 miles off the Long Island coast before washing ashore near Beach 95th Street in Rockaway Beach, according to the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society and the New York City Parks Department. The AMCS and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration will perform a necropsy on Friday, so that will be tomorrow. And yes, thank you, Todd and Mary. I'll be live next week, next Wednesday, April the 1st, for the New York International Auto Show. I'll be covering that event. But right now we are located here at the site of where this sei whale washed up here on the beach of Rockaway Beach. All right, so I'm gonna set my gimbal down for a couple of minutes here so I can take some pictures here. I'm just gonna set the gimbal down here. I gotta make sure that the wind doesn't knock it over. So we're just gonna okay, so I got the gimbal down here. I'm gonna take some pictures with my other phone. And that is the site that we have here so far. Wow, incredible. This is the closest I ever been to a whale, whether alive or dead. And unfortunately, this one is dead here on the scene. Okay, so I'm just recording some video here with my other phone, and just taking some pictures here as we continue to look at the whale. This 40-foot sei whale that washed up here this morning. Okay, so let's continue here with our live stream. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel here. My name is Redstorm Pro. We are live here in Rockaway Beach, right along the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens. We are looking at this whale carcass that washed up on the beach here this morning. It is a sei whale, estimated to be between 30 and 40 foot in length. And we do have a fairly sized crowd here of onlookers looking at the site here, right along the beach here. All right, so we're just gonna walk along here. We're gonna walk to the other side and see what the whale carcass looks like from the other side there. Look at all of the folks here. We have the police here. Okay, we got the New York State, they are the environmental conservation, the police here, as they look here at the whale. It is windy here, by the way. Of course, we are located right on the beach. It is windy. That is over, that is looking towards the Atlantic Ocean. Tyler Mary is such a sad sight to see this whale. Rest in peace to the whale. Ah, yes, definitely. Is this a male or female whale? Do you know?
Male.
It's a male. Okay.
Yep.
Any information as to how old it was?
No, the biologist will be here tomorrow. To figure
Oh,
that
okay,
out.
okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so it is a male. It is a male whale that washed up here. The biologists, they'll be here tomorrow to do their work. They'll be doing further research on the carcass here. They'll be performing the necropsy as well. All the birds circling there, we do see some birds. We do see a few birds around it, but nobody's eating it as far as I can see. What a sight we have here in Rockaway Beach. Yes.
¿El animal se falleció o se encalló?
No sé lo que pasó, no sé. No se sabe todavía, no.
¿Debe ser que el animal murió o se encalló?
Parece que estaba muerto en el mar. Sí, sí, y alcanzó aquí. Podría ser que un barco lo atropelló, pero no se sabe todavía. Sí, no se sabe la causa de la muerte, no se sabe todavía.
Tiene ahí pelado.
Sí,
Parece que...
van a hacer una autopsia mañana, a ver
¿Ya?
lo que sí, a ver cómo murió, la manera que murió. Okay, so the gentleman is the gentleman here.
Golpe.
Podría sí, es posible, pero no se,
Como de una cosa hélice.
sí, pero no se conoce, en el momento no se conoce la causa del muerte, sí. Okay, so a gentleman here wanted to know how the whale died. We don't know that information just yet. We don't know how it died. The necropsy, they'll be performing a necropsy on the whale tomorrow. And hello to Vesna, hello Vesna. Nice to see you, Vesna. As we look at the whale carcass here, it is a male, a sei whale. Sei whale. It is a male, or was a male, between 30 and 40 foot in length. Between 30 and 40 feet in length. Quite the sight that we have here. Not as everyday sight that we get to see a whale here, especially washed up on the shore. We have the mighty Atlantic Ocean. Look how rough the waves are. It is windy right now. We got some rough waves here. As we look at the whale here. So thank you all for joining me live here. This was obviously an unexpected event. So once I became aware of this event, I had to come down here and just try to cover it here. So here we are, covering the whale carcass here of the sei whale that washed up on the beach here in Rockaway Beach. All right, so I'm just gonna continue taking photos as we do our live stream here. I am taking photos as well, simultaneously. Rockaway Beach was almost like that. I almost drowned in that water when I was a kid. Oh yeah, Rockaway Beach. The surfs here, they're pretty notorious. Rockaway Beach, they're notorious for rough waves and undertows and all of that stuff. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Everything good, yeah. Just looking at the whale here. Incredible sight. Incredible sight. We do have Todd Mary for sensitive people to see this look away. And we are located near JFK Airport, John F. Kennedy International Airport. So that is why we see all of the aircrafts taking off here. We see another one just taking off there. What a sight here. What a sight. Okay, so that is a 40-foot sei whale that washed up sometime this morning. It was spotted this morning. The Parks Department, the New York State Conservation, they made their way here to the scene. The whale was declared dead on the scene here. All right, as we continue to look at the whale here and the curious onlookers that have made their way here towards the beach. This is Rockaway Beach in Queens, right along the Rockaway Peninsula. We are located right around Beach 95th Street is where this whale carcass washed up here. And it is a bit windy, so excuse me If you guys hear a lot of wind, it is very windy here along the shore. Wow, what a sight here. What a sight. Look how windy it is here. The caution tape seems like it's about to rip apart here. And don't forget once again to join me next week on Wednesday, April the 1st for the New York International Auto Show live from the Jacob K. Javits Convention Center. We'll be covering that event next week on Wednesday, so make sure you guys join me for that event. It is the annual New York International Auto Show. That was certainly lighten the mood compared to what we have here right now. With this whale carcass, this sei whale. Sei whales, they are an endangered species of whale. This one washed up this morning. Look at this side here. Wow, right against the waves there of the Atlantic Ocean. I will definitely be watching the car show next Wednesday, April the 1st. Thank you, Todd and Mary. As we look at this whale carcass, unfortunately washed up here this morning, it is a sei whale. It is a baleen whale. Baleen whales, they are filter feeders. They use their baleens to filter plankton out of the water. That is their main diet. Okay, so that is what we have here, right along Rockaway Beach here. The site here of this sei whale that washed up this morning. Okay, let me see if I can take more pictures here. So I'm going to put my gimbal down. I just got to make sure the wind doesn't knock it over here. So I got to be quick with this. Let me try digging into the sand here. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute while I take some additional pictures and record some video with my other phone here. Oh, it's hard to take a picture, even with the wind is making it a bit difficult to even take pictures right now. But I'm doing my best to take some pictures of the whale. Okay, let's see. We have my sister here. What is up, Jacinta? What did you miss? You missed a dead whale here. That is what you missed. We have a dead whale here in Queens. This is a sei whale. A sei whale that washed up this morning. It is dead, of course. It is between 30 and 40 feet in length. That is what we have here in Rockaway Beach. And we have all of the folks looking on here. They are going to perform a necropsy on the whale carcass tomorrow. A necropsy is basically an autopsy that is performed on animals. So the marine biologists and other folks, they'll be performing that tomorrow. They'll be doing some research on the whale carcass and just try to find out more about it and how it passed away or how it died. So that is the scene that we have here, this whale carcass that washed up here on the shore. Right along here, this is Rockaway Beach. Right along Beach 95th Street. That is the neighborhood right here, the surrounding neighborhood. We got a lot of folks here that have gathered for this site here. And hello to, let's see here, we have Heidi here. Hello, Heidi. It is cold, it is windy here. Oh, we got some folks that are taking pictures with the whale carcass as the backdrop. Look how beautiful it is here. It is cold, it is windy, but otherwise it is beautiful. And my microphone is just flailing all over the wind here, so apologies if you guys might have some trouble hearing me here. So once again, what you guys are looking at, if you guys are just joining the live stream here, this is a sei whale. A sei whale that washed up here on the beach. We are located in Rockaway Beach, Queens, right along the Rockaway Peninsula. This whale carcass washed up right here on the beach sometime this morning. It was first spotted this morning. It appeared to have been drifting in the ocean for quite some time before it washed up here. This whale is between 30 and 40 feet in length. It is a male whale, or was a male whale. The exact age, that is not known yet. We do have the marine biologists that will be making their way here tomorrow. They'll be studying the carcass. They'll be performing the necropsy, all of the necessary steps to try to find out what happened to this poor whale here. Perhaps it was struck by a ship. That is a known occurrence. It is breezy, it is windy, yes, it is cold as well. Right along the beach here. This is the Atlantic Ocean, the mighty Atlantic Ocean right there. Look at the rough waves. We do have some rough waves here. Sei whales, they are filter feeders. They are one of the biggest species of whales. This is they are the third biggest species of whale. Okay, so this is what the headline looks like from Pix 11 News. A dead whale washed up on Rockaway Beach on Thursday morning. The 40-foot sei whale was first spotted floating about 15 miles off the Long Island coast before washing ashore near Beach 95th Street and Rockaway Beach, according to the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society and the New York City Parks Department. The AMCS and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration will perform the necropsy on Friday, which is tomorrow. So that is what we have here. This whale carcass. Pretty sad sight. And the sei whales, they are the third largest member of whales, right behind the blue whale and the fin whales. They can grow up to 64 feet in length and weigh as much as 28 tons, which is approximately, let's see, 56,000 pounds. They are an endangered species of whale. So this is quite the sight that we have here. So that is what we have here in Rockaway Beach. And of course we have we've been having all of the curious onlookers coming in here all throughout the day, checking out this site here. This is not the first site. This is not the first time that a whale has washed up here. A whale did wash up last year. It was badly decomposed. So these apparent sites they seem to be becoming more and more common here. What a sight here. It is a male. It was a male whale. The age is not known at the moment. They'll be conducting more studies. Of course, they'll be performing the necropsy here tomorrow. Okay, so we got some folks that have gathered here. Of course, they've been doing that all throughout the day. As soon as word got out that this whale had washed up. And we're going to be hanging around here for probably another hour. Just as long as we have some sunlight, which the sun will be setting in about, let's see, about another hour from now. Alina is asking, how would they perform that necropsy with all of the people watching? I am not sure, Alina. I am not sure. I would think that that the perimeter that they have now, they'll be making it bigger. They'll just grow the perimeter so, you know, all of the folks here won't be as close as they are right now. And of course, there are these whale carcasses. They can let off gases as they start to decompose. Their corpses, they can start to let off gas, which of course can be toxic to anyone nearby. It is a beautiful, beautiful early evening along the Rockaways here in Queens. I should have brought my gloves. It's been, the weather today has been warm. It's been in the 70s, but right along here on the beach, it is cold. With the wind coming from the Atlantic Ocean. The breeze, the wind coming from the ocean. It is rather cold right now. What a sight we have here. right along the beach here, Rockaway Beach. We have more folks that are coming in to check out the site here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are live here right along Rockaway Beach in Queens. We have this whale carcass that washed up here sometime this morning. It is a sei whale between 30 and 40 feet in length. It is a male, or was a male. This carcass here was spotted this morning. It had washed up here. We have the Atlantic Ocean right there. The cause of death, it is not known at the moment. They'll be doing a necropsy on the carcass sometime tomorrow. Sei whales, they are the third largest species of whale. Right behind the blue and the fin whales. This is a species of whales that can grow to up to more than 60 feet in length. This one was about between 30 and 40 feet in length. Sei whales, they are baleen whales. They are filter feeders. Baleen, they're basically, they act like a brush, like the bristles of a brush to filter out plankton out of the water. That is what they feed on. It's possible they will take the whale away to do the necropsy. That's definitely possible. That's definitely possible. Okay, so I'm gonna put the gimbal down for another minute here so I can take more pictures here. Let me point the gimbal at the whale here. Okay, so I'll be back in another minute here so I can take more pictures of the scene here. Okay, so we are back here. Peter says they will probably examine the liver to see if it has toxins. That is definitely possible. Water site here with the sun getting ready to set in about 45 minutes from now. We got the whale carcass with the sun as the backdrop here. Water site. We got the Atlantic Ocean here. The waves are coming in. What a sight here of the sei whale. Unfortunate sight of the sei whale that washed up this morning. All right, so that is the view here. This is the view here looking south. That is looking towards the Atlantic Ocean, the mighty Atlantic Ocean, and all of the waves here. And I do have to tie my other shoe. So let me do that real quick here. Let me put the gimbal down one more time here so I can tie my shoe here. Okay, that's a good. Oh. Right here, that's a good spot here. Okay, so once again we have a sei whale here that has washed up on the beach, right along Rockaway Beach here. That is where we're located, right along, this is west, or rather beach 95th Street, right along the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, New York. We got some onlookers. They have been here all throughout the day checking this out, just as we are doing here as well. What a sight here of this sei whale, estimated to be between 30 and 40 feet in length. As the sun is beginning to set. Look how windy it is here right along the shore. It is really windy right now. The waves are certainly kicking into high gear there, right behind the whale. And if we zoom in there on the fin, the tail, we can see that's something that the gentleman earlier that I was talking to mentioned. We got some red marks there. Not sure what that's from. It's possible that this whale was struck by a boat or a ship out on the ocean. That is a common occurrence with these marine animals, unfortunately. Or perhaps it died a natural death. So that is to be determined. That the folks here, the biologists, they'll be examining tomorrow with their necropsy on the whale carcass here. It is 12:38 in Romania, 12:38 a.m. Thank you, Lena, for always staying up late. Okay, so we are located, once again, if you guys are new to the live stream here, we are located in Rockaway Beach, Queens, New York, right along Rockaway Peninsula, where we have this dead whale carcass that washed up sometime this morning. It was first spotted this morning. It is a sei whale between 30 and 40 feet in length. So that is what we are looking at here. We have the Atlantic Ocean right behind that. And of course we have the crowd here. We do have a crowd of onlookers here checking this all out as well. These sei whales, they are filter feeders. They feed off plankton. This one here was a male. This was a male whale that washed up here. We don't have an estimate as to how old it was, but it was a male. This whale was first spotted sometime this morning, and of course we have had the onlookers coming in all throughout the day checking this all out. All right, so we're gonna hang around here for about another half hour here, as long as we have sufficient daylight, sunlight rather. As long as we have sufficient sunlight, we'll be hanging around here for about another half hour or so as we continue to check this all out. Oh, my hands are starting to freeze from the breeze here. My hands are definitely starting to freeze. Look at the sight we have here. We got this couple, they're taking a picture here with the whale as the backdrop. So thank you all once again for joining me here live. We are live here in Rockaway Beach, in the Rockaways of Queens, New York, where we have this sei whale carcass that washed up here sometime this morning. It is between 30 and 40 feet in length. This whale was a male. What a sight we have here. An unfortunate, sad sight we have here. The cause of death, that is unknown at the moment. They'll be performing a necropsy on the whale carcass sometime tomorrow. They'll be having some biologists here, marine biologists, as well as some other folks. They'll be examining the carcass. They'll be performing the necropsy. They'll be doing some other studies to determine the cause of death and exactly what happened to the whale here. It's possible that it was struck by a ship out in the ocean. That is all to be determined. What a sight we have here in Queens. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And make sure you guys join me next week on Wednesday as I'll be live streaming the New York International Auto Show. That begins next week on Wednesday, April the 1st, from the Jacob K. Javits Convention Center. So I'll be covering that event. It is the start of the New York International Auto Show. We'll be live for that event next week on Wednesday. But right now we are located here along Rockaway Beach in the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, New York, where we have this whale carcass that washed up this morning. It is a sei whale, estimated to be between 30 and 40 feet in length. Sei whales, they are an endangered species of whales. They are the third biggest species of whale, right behind the blue whale and the fin whale. They are filter feeders. They use their balines to filter the plankton out of the water. The auto show definitely should be interesting. Yes, we were live last year as well. We'll be back there too. We'll be back there next week as well to cover that event. So we are the only channel that is live to cover the whale carcass here in Queens. This is the we are the only ones live to cover this right now, as far as I'm aware. This is the only channel that is live to cover the whale carcass here. If it's about cars, Holla will be there. His channel has a lot of car show shorts. Thank you, Lena. I'll definitely maybe I can meet up with him next week. All right, so the sun is starting to set, as you guys can see there, looking towards the west. Beautiful sight here. As we continue to look at the whale carcass here, this sei whale. Imagine the volume of plankton that size whale consumes in a day, given how tiny plankton is. These baleen whales, they can consume probably tons of it every day. It would be cool if you meet. I'll definitely have to see that. If I can get in contact with Holla and see maybe we can do some type of collaboration. Okay, so let me pull up this this illustration here of what a sei whale looks like. For those of you that didn't see it earlier, that is what a sei whale looks like. It is a filter feeder, using its balines to scoop up the plankton out of the water. So that is a sei whale. It can grow up to 60 feet. It is the third largest species of whale, right behind the blue whale and the fin whale. And of course, we have the carcass of this one here that washed up this morning. They are an endangered species as well. And we might be able to see, if I can zoom in here, we might be able to see the eyes, or where the eyes right here. Yeah, that might be the eyes right there. So what a sight we have here with the whale carcass. We have this plane taking off here from nearby JFK. Where is it? Okay, so we do have a crowd of onlookers. They've been out here all throughout the day, checking this all out. And let's go back here to this spot, this side over here, and check out the whale from that side once again. An amazing sight, an unfortunate but amazing sight. Oh, the wind just ripped the one of the caution tapes from the pole here. They're gonna try to connect it back to the pole there. Okay, so I'm going to put my gimbal down for another minute here so I can take additional pictures here. I have been taking pictures during the live stream here. So we're going to be back in 1 minute as we continue to cover the whale carcass here in Rockaway Beach, Queens. Okay, the auto show, that'll be an early afternoon live stream. That'll be an early afternoon live stream, probably starting around maybe around 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that would be an early afternoon stream. So you can definitely tune in for that. It'll be earlier. It'll be on a few hours earlier than the stream that we're doing right now. We got more planes here. That is a Delta plane just taking off from nearby JFK Airport. What a sight here. Yes, sir, that will be an early afternoon live stream next Wednesday for the New York International Auto Show. All right, we got some kids here checking this all out. It is cold right now. It started off warm, but as soon as we got here, it got really cold with all of the breeze, the wind coming off from the Atlantic Ocean. Look at the sight there with the sun setting behind those buildings there. What a sight. What a sight we have here. We have some photographers there doing the thing right here as well. What a sight here, beautiful sight. It is rather beautiful. It is tragic, of course. It is sad to see it, but it is also a beautiful sight, one way or the other, of course. Okay, so I'm just taking more pictures here with my other phone now that we have the sun setting. What a sight. What a sight we have here. Almost dropped my phone here. My other phone, I almost dropped it. What time will the car show be on? They'll be on all day. They'll be on all day, but my live stream will start early in the afternoon. I do have to sign up for the press credentials for that event. That'll be on site. Once I'm able to do that, I'll definitely go live. So that live stream will start around, I would say maybe around 2 p.m. Eastern time next week on Wednesday. As we are looking at the whale carcass here with the sun setting behind it, the sunset time here in New York City is at 7:15. So we have about another 15 minutes here before the sun sets with this whale carcass, the sei whale. It is a sad sight to see this. So this sei whale, between 30 and 40 feet in length. It is a male, or was a male, according to the park's officials that are here. They'll be performing a necropsy on it tomorrow to determine, the cause of death, try to get more information on it as well. As we look at the mighty Atlantic Ocean here. Oh, look at this wave coming in here. And Todd and Mary are leaving us. Okay, Todd and Mary, may you have a good night. Thank you for joining me here live. It is a nice sunset. It is a beautiful sunset. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. If you can exclude the whale carcass here, it is a beautiful sunset. Okay, so we do have officers here from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. They're keeping an eye on the whale here. We saw them earlier during the live stream here. We'll be having marine biologists. They'll be making their way here tomorrow. So this is a between a 30 and 40 feet long sei whale that washed up here this morning. Sei whales, they are the third largest species of whale, right behind the blue whale and the fin whale. It can grow up to 64 feet in length and weigh as much as 28 tons, which is 56,000 pounds. And they inhabit all of the world's oceans except for the Arctic oceans. They have a wide range that can be found all throughout the world's oceans, except for those the Arctic oceans, the northern and southern oceans. And they can also reach speeds of between 31 and 34 miles per hour. So they are fairly fast whales. And they are an endangered species as well. Alright, so the 40-foot sei whale washed up dead on Rockaway Beach near Beach 95th Street here in Queens. Officials and researchers are currently handling the incident, which is the latest in a series of whale strandings along the New York and New Jersey coast, often resulting from vessel strikes. So that is something that I mentioned earlier. Perhaps this one was struck by a ship or other type of vessel. The exact cause of death, that'll be determined through the necropsy. The necropsy will be performed sometime tomorrow. And we have more folks coming in. They've been coming in all throughout the day here since the whale was first discovered this morning. water side here with the whale carcass and the Atlantic Ocean right behind it. And of course we have the sunset. The sun is starting to set. We have about another 10 minutes before the sun fully sets. Alright, so we are the only YouTube channel covering the whale carcass that washed up here all along Rockaway Beach, the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, New York. And we have a police officer there from the New York State Environmental Conservation. Okay, so the 40-foot sail whale that we guys see here was first spotted floating about 15 miles off the Long Island coast before washing ashore right here near Beach 15, 95th Street here. According to the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society and New York City Parks Department, the AMCS, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration will perform the necropsy on the whale tomorrow. And we did have a whale that washed up last year right along the same beach here, Rockaway Beach. It was a badly decomposed whale that washed up on the beach here. So this is nothing new right along here on the Rockaway Peninsula. This is about the, we've had several of these washed up whale carcasses during the last several years, as a matter of fact. This is just the latest one here. Oh, my hands are cold. My hands are really cold. It feels like it's 20 degrees out here with the breeze, with the ocean breeze here. We have been here for about almost an hour and a half now. It is cold. It is cold. As we got more folks coming in to check this all out here. I did not wear my winter jacket because it was 70 degrees out when I first got outside, but now it is cold. It is much colder than what it started when I first came out. And we have the moon there as well, right above us. We can see the moon. And we can see the sun just about set. We have about another 5 minutes before the sun sets. Right out there looking towards the west, that is looking towards the west. And we can see this is the entire Rockaway Peninsula here, right along Rockaway Beach. Look at all of the folks that are still gathered here. This is the closest that I have ever been to a whale, by the way. Whether alive or dead. In this case, this whale is dead, unfortunately, but this is the closest that I have ever been to a whale. This one between, estimated to be between 30 and 40 feet in length. A male sei whale that washed up here this morning. Quite the sight. Quite the sight.
The other one's a 25 down by me. I didn't see it. You know how I heard they get rid of it?
They bury it.
Yeah, they bury it in the sand.
They're not allowed to lift it and go anyplace.
Oh, they bury it in the sand. Okay.
They cut them open when everybody leaves to bury it. Because something with the fumes that come out of them.
Yeah, there's oils or something. That's not good.
The
I didn't know
blubber.
they bury it though.
Yeah, they bury it.
Holy cow.
So all of this, they probably dig up and bury it.
It's getting wow.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we just
Very interesting, right?
yeah, I've never heard that before. I've never heard. That's the first time. That's the first time.
This guy?
Yeah.
I heard the other one down there was there for 2 months.
The one from
2025.
The one from last year. Yeah.
Yeah, they were 20, and it was there for 2 months. And
Wow.
the stench was like unbelievable.
I can imagine. Yeah, the one that washed up down there was already decomposing
Yeah.
when they washed up.
It was
Yeah.
there for 2 months, unfortunately.
Wow.
But look at the size of that thing.
Between 30 and 40 feet.
30, 40 feet. I thought
Yeah.
it was about 80.
It's a sei whale.
A sei whale? I thought it was
sei
sea
whale, a sei whale, yeah.
They get, when they get sick, they come up on the.
Yeah, we don't know what even happened to this one. They'll be performing the necropsy tomorrow.
Did you see the hole on the other side of it? The hole that came out, the stuff that came out.
I saw something there. There's like red marks on the tail. I'm not
they
sure.
were eating his tail, probably.
Oh, okay,
I bet
yeah.
they were chopping his tail when he was dying.
That makes sense. Yeah, that would
the
definitely.
sharks,
Probably the
trying
sharks.
to get him.
Let me zoom in on the tail right there. You guys can see the red marks there.
See it?
I did point that out earlier.
Probably shark temps or whatever. Something.
Yeah.
They were feeding on him knowing he's sick.
I was reading that the carcass was drifting out in the ocean before it washed up here. That they must have been someone spotted it probably in a boat somewhere. They spotted it about 50 miles offshore before it washed up here. Yeah, before it washed up here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is truly, truly amazing.
It's
to see that.
yeah, it's pretty sad also. It's pretty sad.
Very sad.
Yeah. These sei whales, they're endangered also, so this doesn't help
Really?
with that.
It's an
yeah.
endangered whale?
It's an endangered whale species. Yeah.
It's beautiful, though. Look
Yeah.
at the black on it. I mean, it's beautiful.
Is there an odor of decay? No, there isn't, Peter. No, there isn't.
No, not yet.
So this is definitely a fresh.
It will be soon.
Yeah. This is definitely a wet, fresh corpse here.
Correct. Anyway, great filmage.
Have a good time, my friend. Have a good night. Okay, so there is no odor here. There is no smell of decay here. Not at the moment, at least. Not at the moment. And of course, once the corpse starts to decompose, it will let off, gases, and that can definitely be toxic to anyone breathing it in nearby. So we definitely don't want to be near a decomposing whale carcass, that can let off all of the toxic gases and blubber and all of that. There was a lady here that was just mentioning that a few minutes ago here. Okay, so if you guys are just joining the live stream here, we are live right along Rockaway Beach in Queens, New York, right along the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, New York. We are just outside of Beach 95th Street here for the exact location. We have this whale carcass here, this sei whale that washed up sometime this morning. The whale was dead upon being discovered. It is between 30 and 40 feet in length. It is a male. This whale was a male. Although we do not know the exact age of the whale, that'll be up to the biologist that'll be on scene here tomorrow to determine that, as well as the cause of death. The necropsy, they'll be performing a necropsy on the whale sometime tomorrow. Sei whales, they are the third biggest species of whales, right behind the blue whale and the fin whale. These whales, they can grow up to 64 feet in length, and they can weigh up to more than 20 tons. So that is what you guys are looking at here. Along with all of the other folks here, we have been having folks here show up all throughout the day checking this all out. Right along here at the Rockaway Beach area of Queens. And hello to my mom here. Nice to see you. This is the whale carcass. We got the whale carcass here. So this is a sei whale that washed up sometime this morning, between 30 and 40 feet in length. This whale was a male. Look at all of the folks here that are still gathered to see this here. We are located, this is Rockaway Beach in Queens. They'll be having marine biologists. They'll be performing a necropsy on the whale sometime tomorrow. What a sad sight to see this. And we are the only YouTube channel covering the whale here. Everyone else, they're probably in Manhattan right now. We are out here in Far Rockaway, right along the peninsula here of Rockaway, Queens. Look at the scene here. The sun has just set. What a sad sight this is. And these sei whales, they are filter feeders. They are baleen whales. Baleen whales, they are filter feeders. They use their baleens, which is basically bristles along their mouths, to filter out the plankton out of the water. And that is their diet, their main diet. They feed off plankton. It's a shame to see a dead whale. It definitely is, yes. It is a shame. This is my first time seeing one up close. And there was another whale that washed up not too far from here last year. The gentleman was discussing that last year. Another whale that washed up along the beach here in Rockaway last year. So this seems to be becoming a more common occurrence here along the Rockaways and along the East Coast. Look at the folks that are continuing to see the sight here. It is cold, it is windy. We got the breeze coming out of the Atlantic Ocean. How long has the whale been dead? We don't know that, but it did wash up this morning. It washed up this morning. As far as how long it's been dead, just from my observation, it appears to be a fresh carcass, so it hasn't been dead for that long. But the whale did wash up this morning. It is between 30 and 40 feet in length. It is a sei whale. Sei whales, they are the third biggest species of whales, right behind the the blue whale and the fin whale. So this is one of the biggest species of whales, and this one washed up here on the shore. Okay, so we're gonna hang around here for about another 10 minutes. We're gonna be here for about another 10 minutes. It is starting to get a little dark. The sun just set a few minutes ago. We got the beach here, the Atlantic Ocean. We got the planes taking off from nearby JFK International Airport. Look at that, wow. What a sight here of the sei whale. Yes, we got the curious folks looking this on. Okay, so we do have the marine biologists. They'll be on site here tomorrow. They'll be performing a necropsy on the whale here to determine the cause of death, and they'll be finding out the age and all of all of that stuff. They'll be doing all of that tomorrow. That is yes, it's a big whale. It is a big whale, between 30 and 40 feet. Between 30 and 40 feet. And let me pull up this illustration here. This is what a sei whale normally looks like. That is what they look like. That is a sei whale. They are filter feeders. They are a species of baleen whales. So that is what they normally look like here. And of course we have this one that washed up dead on the shore. By the time the whale was discovered here this morning, it was already dead. It was declared dead on scene here. Wow, look how big it is. What an amazing sight. It is also a sad sight, an unfortunate sight. Look at all of the folks that have gathered here. checking this all out here. We are the only YouTube channel covering the sei whale carcass washing up here along Rockaway Beach in Queens, New York. It is cold. I'm about to start heading home myself, start heading back myself. It is cold right now. We got the breeze here coming off the ocean, the mighty Atlantic Ocean. All right, so we're gonna stick around here for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll be ending the stream here until when will I see you? You're gonna be seeing me in a couple of days. And I'll be live streaming the New York International Auto Show. That will be next week on Wednesday. So make sure you guys join me next Wednesday, April the 1st, which is April Fool's Day. I'll be live streaming the New York International Auto Show from the Jacob K. Javits Convention. It is auto show season here in New York City. I love you too. I'll definitely be seeing you in a couple of days. Look at the whale carcass with the Atlantic Ocean right behind it. What a sight. It is incredible to see this up close. This is the closest that I have ever been to a whale, by the way. And for many folks, that is for the folks here, I'm sure that is the that all applies to everyone else here as well. Once again, this is a sei whale between 30 and 40 feet in length. It was a male, and I washed up here this morning. It was first discovered this morning. Let me pull up the other page here. The 40-foot sei whale was first spotted floating about 15 miles off the Long Island coast before washing ashore right here near Beach 95th Street in Rockaway Beach. According to the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society and New York City Parks Department, the AMCS, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration were performed in the necropsy on Friday, which is tomorrow. How long will it take before the whale is removed? I believe they are burying the whale here in the sand. Once they've done the necropsy, all of the studies here, they are going to bury the whale in the sand. There's no way that they can move that whale from the spot that it rests on here. So they'll probably just dig up a big hole here and then just bury the whale in the sand. They don't want to they don't want the whale. You have to be careful with the way that they handle the whales as well. So the folks here, they'll have to be careful, as they don't want the carcass to release all of the toxic gases as it decomposes here. So those gases, those fumes, they can be harmful to humans here. So most likely they are going to bury the whale right here in the sand once they are done with the necropsy and all of the studies. As we have more folks that have come here to check this all out. It is not every day that you get to see a whale carcass washed up on the beach. And hello to Prophet. Nice to see you, Prophet, who says possibly hunted by something larger. We do not know. We do not know. The leading theory is that perhaps it was struck by a vessel out in the ocean, but that is something that the marine biologists, they'll have to find out and determine the exact cause of this whale's death. They would probably bury the whale in the sand. Yeah, that is most likely what they'll do. Once they are done with the necropsy on the carcass here and do all of their studies, most likely it will just be buried here in the sand. Our lady here, she did mention that earlier. She did mention that there was another whale that washed up here not far from here last year, that whale was buried in the sand. So most likely they'll do the same with this whale here, this sei whale. Okay, so it is starting to get a little darker here, so we're going to be ending the stream in a few minutes here. As we have the folks here continuing to look at the site here, right along Rockaway Beach here. We are located, this is Rockaway Beach, right along Beach 95th Street in Rockaway Beach, Queens. It was a male, that is all we know right now. It was a male whale. The age of the whale, that is not known at the moment. So we don't know whether it was a juvenile or an adult yet. But it was between 30 and 40 feet in length. So that is the site that we have here out in the Rockaways of Queens. It is a sad sight to see this, of course. And these sei whales, by the way, they are the third biggest species of whale, right behind the blue whale and the fin whale. These whales, they can grow up to 64 feet in length and weigh more than 50,000 pounds, or about 26 tons. This whale here definitely does not look like it's fully grown, so perhaps it was a juvenile, but we definitely don't know that just yet. And thank you, Prophet. May you have a good night as well. Thank you for being here. Alright, so we're going to start walking away from here. It is starting to get a little dark. We do have some folks here, of course. They'll be out here right up to tomorrow. We are expecting the marine biologists to be showing up here on site tomorrow. They'll be performing the necropsy on the whale carcass tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna take one more look at the whale carcass here that washed up this morning. There it is right there, as it is starting to get dark here along the beach. May the whale, this whale, rest in peace. Okay, it's hard to even touch the screen here. My hands are cold. My hands are cold. Okay, so we're about to leave the scene here as we are checking out the whale here, this sei whale that washed up this morning. And look at all of the folks that are still here, that are still gathered here, checking this all out. Checking this all out here. Okay, so we're gonna head back towards the boardwalk here at Rockaway Beach. And goodbye, whale. Sad to hear about your passing. It definitely is. Thank you. Rest in peace, whale. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Heidi, for being here tonight. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, thank you. As we look back at the whale carcass here, sad sight to see. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over back towards the boardwalk here at Rockaway Beach. It is cold. All right, so the marine biologists, they'll be here tomorrow to perform the necropsy on the whale carcass and determine the exact cause of death here. And they'll be determining the age and all the stuff as well. But it was a male. The whale here was a male whale. Let's just zoom in on it one more time here. Look at the folks still gathering around it. Okay, so we're just making our way back up towards the boardwalk here of Rockaway Beach, right along here on Beach 95th Street. Keep us posted with the details when you find out. I definitely will, Lena. I definitely will. I'll do that once I get any further information on the whale. I'll definitely let you guys know during a live stream. I'll definitely make a mention of it in an upcoming live stream. So that is what the scene looks like here along Rockaway Beach. We got more folks coming in to check this all out. Lots of curious folks checking it all out here. What a sad sight here with the dead whale in the Atlantic Ocean. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, as we just covered the sei whale carcass that washed up here on the beach of Rockaway Beach, Queens. Okay, and here we are. This is the boardwalk of Rockaway Beach. And we're gonna look back towards the shore. And one more look here at the whale from the boardwalk here. There it is right there. We can just make it out there, right behind the brush. All right, so thank you all once again for joining me here on this live stream. Once again, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you all once again, as we just finished covering the whale carcass right here along the Rockaway Peninsula of Queens, New York. You guys have been great as always, so thank you all once again. I will see you guys next time. Make sure you guys tune in next week as well. On Wednesday, April the 1st, we'll be live to cover the New York International Auto Show from the Jacob K. Javits Convention. I'll be live there to cover the auto show. So make sure you guys tune in next week on Wednesday for that live stream, as we'll be checking out all of the new debuts, all of the new models that will be shown there on the show floor. And rest in peace to the sei whale that we see here right along the shore here of Rockaway Beach. Sad sight to see. Rest in peace, whale. So thank you all once again. May you have a good night. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good night from right here in Rockaway Beach, Queens. Thank you, Lena. Thank you to my mom. Thank you, Peter. Thank you to Heidi. Thank you to Prophet. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you all once again on my next live stream. Have a good night. God bless you all from right here in Rockaway Beach, Queens. Take care and have a good night. And rest in peace, by the way, to the whale. As we look at it one more time, let me end the transmission with the whale inside here. So thank you all once again. I'll see you all next time. Have a good night from Rockaway Beach.